It probably does. And I'll tell you what, the nail will be hit on the coffin this weekend after the Spurs result. That is all I'm going to say. United are not winning this game away to Spurs. We are not winning at the weekend. Forget winning. It ain't going to happen at all. Hey guys, good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel, United Red Devils 20 on YouTube. Hope you're all having a fantastic Tuesday afternoon so far. First of all, do me a massive favour for me, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. That is United Red Devils 20 on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel and the community if you're new. Then share the video, hit the tweet button, hit the retweet button. Always remember to put the notification bell on at all times to receive dedicated content right throughout the rest of 2023 on United Red Devils 20 on YouTube for more Fortnite, Hogwarts Legacy, Kingdom Hearts 4, FIFA 23, EA Sports FC 24, Rocket League, and much more brand new stuff planned for the rest of this year in 2023 on United Red Devils 20 on YouTube. So please subscribe to the channel and the community if you are new. Thank you. And welcome to the second preview of the season in the 2023-2024 Premier League season between Tottenham and Manchester United for this match day 2 weekend of the Premier League season. Manchester United away to Tottenham on Saturday evening, 5:30 evening away kickoff, match day 2 of the 23 Premier League season. And when you think a week like this couldn't get worse for Manchester United on the transfer front, things, in my opinion, are going to get worse at the weekend. This game away to Tottenham, people think it's an away banker. People think this is fruit. 2 seconds. Yeah, sorry, I was just on the phone. My mum had to call me quickly, so I had to take this quick phone call. Yeah, like I was saying, when you think this week couldn't get any worse for Manchester United, I personally think it is going to get worse on Saturday. Like I said, I expect Manchester United to beat Tottenham under Postecoglou. I think bringing in a Tottenham manager like Postecoglou from Celtic, it's a big risk from Tottenham, not just from Daniel Levy, but I think after watching the Brentford game for Tottenham's first game of the season away to Brentford last weekend, Tottenham compared to Man United at the moment, the quality that Tottenham have got, even though Harry Kane has departed and left Tottenham without a physical and clinical goal-scoring striker to put the ball into the back of the net, I think Tottenham are going to cause Manchester United not just one, not just two. Tottenham are going to cause Manchester United several problems. This game we need to win. It's simple as that. And after the Wolves game Monday night, am I convinced Manchester United can go head to toe with Tottenham at the weekend? Clear answer is no. Based on what's happening this week and based on what is going on behind the scenes at Man United, it's a complete mess. It's a complete joke. It is a complete and utter circus. And I feel sorry for the fans. I feel sorry for the supporters. I feel sorry for Ten Hag. I feel sorry for the squad. I feel sorry for some of these players. But I don't feel sorry for some of these players who are refusing to leave the club because they think they're the big I am. I don't feel sorry for players that are refusing to leave. And I don't feel sorry for some of these players who think they're good enough, even though clinically they're not. And I think this is going to be a tale of Manchester United season. Every single game is going to be the same situation time and time again. That Wolves game was a nightmare Monday. How Manchester United are trying to scrap for a 1-0 win at home to Wolves is a joke. The performance was unbearable. The team was flat. There was no energy. There was no enthusiasm. That United team were ripped apart by Wolves on Monday. And I think this Tottenham away game is going to be a bloody wake-up call for this team because they were a joke Monday. How you are trying to go head-to-toe with Wolves for a 1-0 win where you should have been a bit more clinical in front of goal, a bit more passion into your performance, and basically you did fuck all Monday. And you had to rely on Varane to get you the winning goal, as well as Onana keeping the clean sheet. United are one of those teams this season that there's so much hope, optimism, and hope, basically. And I think after hope is now died. I think the optimism is now drowned. This Tottenham away game is going to be a test of, can Manchester United really go head to toe under Postecoglou's Tottenham, the ex-Celtic manager? And I think clinically at the moment, I think Tottenham look a lot fitter, a lot more energy seems to be in their performances. And I think the players they've added so far have actually helped Tottenham get a point against Brentford. I think you saw the impact of James Maddison in a Tottenham shirt already. The impact and the quality he has brought to that Tottenham midfield is second to none. Why Manchester United did not look at that is an absolute disgrace. Absolute joke. I mean, Maddison, compared to the quality we've got in our midfield at the moment, James Maddison would have added so much special raw talent into that United team. And I'm gutted he's in the Tottenham shirt. I would have loved Manchester United to have signed James Maddison this summer. I would have loved for Man United to have got that signing from Leicester. But the impact of James Maddison is already making Tottenham a better team. The quality he has brought in already in one game is second to none. And to get 2 assists on his debut as well for both of the Tottenham goals, it shows where Manchester United have gone wrong all summer. And if you're looking at that team, does it give you confidence? No. Does it give you positivity? No. Are Man United embarrassing again? Pretty much. Are United a joke? Yeah. Are the Glazers still running this club into the ground? Yeah. Is the manager frustrated and fed up? Yeah. All the answers have been yes to all those questions I've answered. At the moment, Manchester United, after one game, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced this is the team or the players are behind the manager. I think what's happening here is they are doing exactly what they did to Solskjaer. They're doing exactly what they did to Ralph Rangnick. And they're getting away with excuses, bullshit and crap behind the scenes. And clearly, what's happening here is they're throwing the manager under the bus, and Ten Hag is going to feel the full wrath of that from the owners and the board when the third season in, Ten Hag is dismissed and sacked by the football club. It's an utter embarrassment at the moment. Man United did not look like the Man United I saw on Monday night. And away at Tottenham for our second game, United need 6 points from 6. We need to win our first 2 Premier League games of the season. I do feel like Tottenham, they do have vulnerability. You look at their back four, you look at their goalkeeping situation. Tottenham have already conceded 2 goals and only managed to get a point on last Sunday. That was a positive for Manchester United to take. But when you saw Wolves rip through that Man United midfield and the abysmal attack and the abysmal defence we have, it no wonder why Man United is struggling after one game. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I don't know what's happening with these players. I don't know what's happening with this squad. It just didn't look like the Manchester United I recognised from last season. And I think what's happening here is Ten Hag looks at that squad, he looks at those players, and have they got the confidence and the ability to repeat last season's miracle? Simple answer is no. This season is going to be a major struggle because if you look at this week so far, what have Man United done in the transfer market? We are now on Wednesday and still nothing has been done. It's a joke. It's a disgrace. It's unacceptable. And quite frankly, it's disgusting. And with the injuries we've already got and the injuries we picked up against Wolves, that United team are going to struggle for squad depth, quality and positivity heading into the rest of our Premier League games this season. We're already 1 game down. And yes, we may be above Tottenham, Liverpool and Chelsea already after 1 game, which is a positive. But at the moment, I look at that United team, I look at how we performed. I think Tottenham are going to rip Manchester United apart. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not trying to moan. I'm being quite frankly open and honest about how Man United are as a football club in general. There is no passion. There is no hunger. There is no desire. There is no fight. There is no energy. And it's like the life and soul has been sucked out of those players' bodies. I just don't know where it's gone wrong so far already after 1 game. I think due to the fact that you look at that team and the players we've got, Ten Hag has told several of those players their futures are not here at Manchester United. He looks at the squad and he's having to use them because he hasn't got the options available to him to make any clinical decisions about players to use or what players to rotate. And at the moment, there's 5, 6, maybe 7, 8 players that should be nowhere near a Man United shirt. But unfortunately, we're having to use them to make up the numbers because Man United have got no squad depth. That team is on its knees after one game, and it's embarrassing. It really, really is embarrassing. Tottenham have got options in every position. And I think in Postecoglou, it's going to take time for his Tottenham team to gel. You did see weakness and vulnerability against Brentford, which was a positive for United. But Tottenham know that Man United, and they're going to sit, they probably have sat there and watched that United game Monday, and they realised, you know what, Man United don't look tough this season. They don't look very convincing, and it wasn't, and they're completely right with that opinion. We don't look anywhere near the team we were last season. It's because we overachieved. And what's happened here is the players have gone back into their shell. They've gone back to what they did under Solskjaer and Rangnick, and they're going to try and get away with it. And who pays the ultimate price is our manager. And it's not fair on Ten Hag. He has been thrown under the bus. He is being fed to the wolves. And unfortunately, it's going to cost him his job. I feel sorry for him because I feel sorry for the guy because, you know, he's trying to get this club back to where it needs to be. And unfortunately, he's got only 2 of his summer signings available in Onana and Mason Mount. And only one of them had a great performance on Monday. And the second of them, the second signing, was an absolute joke. And that was Mason Mount. And I can't stand some of these players coming out saying, why are you criticising us? Why are you moaning? Why are you slamming us for how we performed in the first game? Because you were shit. That is the simple answer. You were crap. Like, I'm not going to be quite frankly, but Mason Mount's performances does not justify him starting a Man United shirt at the moment. Mason Mount is a panic signing. He's a Nemanja Matic 2.0 signing for this club, and he isn't going to come good at this club. He is not going to make the impact we all want. He's not going to be able to make the impact that United want in the team. And I don't think him and Bruno Fernandes, the 2 number 8s, are going to work. Eriksen came on against Wolves, and the calmness in that midfield went calm. There was no rush with the ball, and Eriksen brought sophistication and effort, something Mason Mount struggled to find all game. Are we starting to question Mason Mount already for Tottenham? I think, yeah. I don't think Mason Mount should be starting for Manchester United now. 60 million on an ex-Chelsea reject, that's going to go wrong. And I don't think long-term he's got a future here. I don't. And giving him the number 7 shirt was a joke because he's not performing already. He was dreadful against Wolves, and apparently he's going to come good for this football club. At the moment, I don't see it. I really, really don't see the impact he's going to make, and I feel sorry for us fans supporting us having to witness players that, you know, aren't good enough to be in a Man United shirt, because Tottenham have got some good players. Tottenham have got some very, very good players. Kulusevski, Heung-min Son, James Maddison, Romero. I mean, you look at some of that Tottenham team, and I'll tell you what, I would have taken some of those players in a heartbeat this summer. I would have taken Richarlison at a push. I would have taken Heung-min Son at a push. I would have got Kulusevski. I would have got James Maddison, and all of them are in a Tottenham shirt. And you look at the quality all 4 of them possess in their game, and they're great, great players, those 4. Honestly, they make that Tottenham team click. And you saw the impact of Maddison against Brentford, 2 assists on debut. That is something really a Tottenham player doesn't do. And he's making that midfield click already. And it doesn't surprise me. You look at the quality he was in a Leicester shirt. Why Manchester United didn't look at that deal, beggars belief. Beggars belief why we didn't do it. Because I think at the moment, he would get in that United team in a heartbeat. He's a better player than Mason Mount. Physically and mentally are better on the ball and can make chances and opportunities happen when we least expect it. I'm gutted he's in a Tottenham shirt. I would really have loved him in a United shirt, and I would have given him number 7 shirt to see if he can do what Ronaldo did at this great football club twice. So time will tell what happens in this Tottenham game. But if we're being honest, Tottenham know the vulnerability after watching that United performance Monday. They know Manchester United are there for the taking. They will see the impact of Kuna, Matthias Nunes, They're going to look at that and the way they went through that Man United midfield without even being unchallenged. They're going to look at that United midfield and there's vulnerability. I mean, do we have to start questioning Casemiro? Do we have to start questioning Bruno Fernandes? I think we need to start having those conversations, because what's happened from last season to now? Has the training changed? Has their mentality changed? Or have these players gone back to what they did under two previous managers? I don't know the answers to that question, but I've seen this all before. I've seen this Man United side have one really amazing season, and then the second season syndrome hits in, and we're nowhere near the ability. I don't know why that's happening at Manchester United, but I can see why it is, because Ten Hag hasn't had the summer transfer window he wanted. I honestly thought Manchester United would have done some business this week and got some players in, and it looks like another week and nothing's been done. So that's 2 weeks in a row, nothing's been done, and we've only got a week and 5 days left till this transfer window shuts, and we've sold no one. That is not a competent football club. That's a circus act. People are sat there praising John Murtagh and Richard Arnold, saying they've done great jobs this summer, getting the fees down on the players they've brought in and managing to bring in the quality Ten Hag's been looking for. I'm sorry, the transfer window ain't getting more than a 3 out of 10 for me. Look at that United team. We are crying out for 6-7 more additions. That is what it's going to take to get this club up to where it should be, because Tottenham away, if United don't win this, we're already another 3 points behind Man City, Arsenal and Newcastle, because all three of them look mentally and physically stronger than Manchester United. You look at the quality of Newcastle, you look at the quality of Arsenal, you look at the quality of Manchester City already after one game. Miles and miles ahead of Manchester United at a level of quality already. That's worrying. That is majorly worrying. It's like those Man United players have stopped caring again, and I don't know why they have. I think it shows they're selfish, they're greedy, they're arrogant. Their egos have got big again because they had such a great last season, winning the Mickey Mouse Cup and the Carabao Cup and getting top 4 and getting back in the Champions League. But at the moment, after that Wolves game, I've lost all trust on those players being able to produce what the manager wants. Are the players not listening? Well, quite clearly they're not, after what I witnessed Monday. They're not listening to the manager. They are not doing what he tells them to do. And basically, they're trying to make things happen like Solskjaer once did, where Moments FC, were Spectacular FC. When we get a moment, we'll make that moment happen. That's not acceptable. United should be going for the juggler. You should be killing teams off. You should be going for the win. You should be going for the 3 points every game. I could not see United picking 15 points out of 15 here. I think this Tottenham game is going to end in a defeat. I honestly want to say United are going to win. But have I got the confidence after Monday? I haven't. No, I'm sorry. Because that United team, I didn't recognise it. Some of those Tottenham players would walk into Man United's team right now. They would walk straight into that team because they've got the quality to deal damage. And they did it to Brentford. Tottenham did not give up. Soon as Tottenham went 1-0 up, Brentford got back in. Brentford then went in the lead again. Tottenham then fought back and got the point. That is what you call a strong mentality team with players that are willing to fight for the manager and his ideas. I'm seeing so many positives from Tottenham already. And I think if we see what they did against Brentford against Man United, then Man United are going to be at 6s and 7s again. They will be. Tottenham will walk all over Manchester United. It's a worrying times. I think this is going to be a very, very bad season. I think people think we're so confident that top 4 in Champions League football has already been achieved. We've only played one game. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but if United do not get 12 or 13 points from 15, then forget it. Utterly forget challenging for anything this season, because United already have been found out. Teams have got used to what Erik ten Hag's system does to the opposition, and it's been figured out. Am I surprised it's been figured out? No. Because our rivals and the opposition around us saw Ten Hag's style of play, and they know how to prevent that now. and they know how to shut the formation and the combinations down. Teams are not afraid of Manchester United again. And that's a worrying sign. I honestly thought that mentality that, teams were going to be scared to play Man United again under Ten Hag. It's not going to happen with those bunch of players. I'm sorry. The truth hurts. Man United already, after one game, can you really see them getting top four? Can you see them really getting Champions League football again for next season? Can you really see Manchester United going head-to-toe with Man City, Arsenal and Newcastle? On a realistic view, no. Because all those teams have got better players. It's simple as that. United are lacking chemistry. They're lacking quality. It's just, we're just so wide open, not just in the midfield, but if you look at the attack, there's no quality on the front line. And then if you look at the defence and the injury problems we've already got, especially with the news that rumours that the Lisandro Martinez substitution wasn't for tactical reasons. It's due to his tendon in his ankle again. If Lisandro Martinez is out injured again for Manchester United, then I'm sorry, that needs looking at in before this window shuts. We need to bring a centre-back in. We have to bring one in. But we won't do it because Man United apparently haven't got the money to financial fair play bullshit again. And what makes me so angry and frustrated at the moment, I'm seeing excuses after excuses. I'm not seeing any positivity from this football club. All I'm seeing is negativity, negativity, and negativity. And the fans and supporters have got the right to be negative and to criticise Manchester United because they're looking at it from their point of view and they're seeing what the fuck happened in the Wolves game. The Wolves game was so wide open. Wolves could have been 3 or 4-0 winners in the end. That is how wide open United are. And if Tottenham expose that, then Manchester United are going to be in big trouble Saturday. I'm not saying United are going to get hammered. They're going to get destroyed. But if they play the way they did on Monday, this scoreline could be 5 or 6. Because that is how bad Man United were. They were shambolic on Monday. I can't forgive that. But I know these players know what the manager wants. And I know what they know what the manager's looking for. But if they don't produce that, then I'm sorry, Tottenham will walk all over them. Kulusevski on the right wing, I would have him over Anthony at the moment. Heung-min Son, I would have him over Garnacho and Rashford. James Maddison, I would have him over Mount and Bruno Fernandes. It's not hard to pinpoint where this is going wrong. Nothing done all week on the transfer market. No players brought in. No players sold. And we've got to try and head to Tottenham and win. We've already got players in the squad out injured. Tom Heaton, Malacia, Ahmad, potentially now Lisandro Martinez. Donny van der Beek is surplus to requirements. Eric Bailly is surplus to requirements. Johnny Evans can't even get on the United bench, and that's been a joke of a signing on a short-term contract. United are in big trouble. And the problem is, with the squad depth we haven't got, the players Ten Hag doesn't really want or rate, he's having to put on the bench because he knows they aren't bloody good enough. He wants to get rid of Donny van der Beek. I think Donny van der Beek could do a job over Mason Mount and McTominay. I really think he could add something to that United team on Saturday. I really think he could. But he's surplus to requirements. Ten Hag no longer wants Donny van der Beek. I don't blame him for him not wanting him anymore, but let's look at this logically. What would you rather have in that United midfield at the moment? I would put Donny van der Beek over Mason Mount and Scott McTominay by an absolute mile. He's better than both of them. If anyone deserves a number 7 shirt, it should be Donny van der Beek. But we're selling him apparently. Oh, we're trying to, but we can't. We're trying to loan him now. And that's a joke and a half. And if Martinez is out injured for Saturday, then the combination play between Varane and Martinez has been broken up already. If Martinez has got a problem with that tendon in his ankle again, which he picked up, I think, was it against Sevilla in Europa League last season? First leg? If you lose Martinez for 3 or 4 months again, we're fucked. because you're then stuck with Lindelof, and then Maguire will be part of the plans. And with the news breaking that, Maguire ain't going to West Ham, which is a disgrace, by the way, from Harry Maguire's point of view when he's got first-team football guaranteed, and the captaincy as well. I've lost all respect for the guy. I've lost all respect for him, his friends, his family. I honestly hope he gets booed and jeered every single game now. I've lost all respect for him. I didn't have respect for him in the first place. I honestly hope Maguire gets booed and jeered every single game now. I really, really hope he does. I've lost all respect for him. Harry Maguire has done this on purpose. He's done this deliberately because he thinks he's good enough to play in that United team. Well, bit of a wake-up call, Harry. You're not getting into the team, mate. You're shit. You're not good enough to play for Manchester United. You need to wake up and smell the coffee. Ten Hag doesn't want you, mate. You're not good enough. You've never been good enough, and you've been a disgrace since you pulled that shirt on. You've been problematic under 2 previous managers, and you're now doing it to Ten Hag. Do yourself a favour, have a hard, long look in the mirror, and wake up. Leave the club or terminate your contract. You've got opportunities to leave this club for good money, but you're unwilling to leave because you want 7 to 10 million as a payoff to leave. That's a joke and a half already, mate. You're not getting into the team on Saturday because you're shit anyway. You're not going to get into the team for most of the season because you're dreadful. And no one else in that team trusts you, mate. You ain't no captain. You ain't no leader. You ain't no role model. You're not no inspiration. You're a joke to the club. You're a joke to the fans and supporters. You're a joke to the badge on the shirt of the chest that you pull on. And you're basically a Gareth Southgate favourite. No one wants you here, mate. So do a long favour. If you're not playing Saturday, push for the move and get the fuck out the club. Because I tell you what's happening here is you've got Dean Henderson, Tom Heaton, Eric Bailly, Donny van der Beek, Harry Maguire, Brandon Williams. All them alone are causing trouble deliberately to fuck us over this season. Because those 6 alone can't get a move away from the club, or Man United don't want to lose them for cheap. Those 6 problem players are causing problems and kicking up a storm in training because they don't like it. They're no longer surplus to requirements. They do not like it. They're surplus requirements now. Wake up a little bit and smell the coffee. Those 6 need to leave. Don't start causing problems for Ten Hag because this is a huge game against Tottenham. We need the win. We need the 3 points. I don't want those 6 mercenaries, those 6 snakes causing trouble, fucking up our season. We don't need it. The fans and supporters are already going through enough this week alone to put up with your shit as well. Don't start screwing us over and saying, I'm not going to leave. I don't think I should be forced out of the club. You 6 aren't good enough. You don't deserve payoffs. You've been shit since you've been here. Well, probably except from Donny van der Beek. Scott McTominay can be added to that list as well. If Paqueta ends up at Man City, will West Ham go back in for Scott McTominay? United need to start being a little bit ruthless there. This is a big week, apparently, according to In the Nose on Twitter. Yeah, a big week where Man United get dicked by Tottenham. It's going to happen. Because United don't have any quality. We've got no squad depth. We've got no quality in the midfield. The attack is shit. The defence is crumbling already after 1 game. Wake up, Man United. Wake the fuck up. What the fuck is this football club doing? You know this is going to be a big Premier League season. You know we're back in the Champions League. Back the fucking manager. You can't just sit there and twiddle your thumbs on Football Manager, eating a big fucking fat packet of Doritos, doing fuck all. You need to back him, because if you don't back him, then what's the point of you being here? Ten Hag is trying his best already with what he's got. But if you think about it, what if he can't get this team to improve? Is that on the manager? No, it's not on the manager. It's on the board. It's on the owners of this club. They get so much praise. They get so much, hype that they're great at their job. No, they're not. They're not great at their job. They've been shit all summer. We've basically wasted another week and done fuck all. We could have done with some additions to that Tottenham game. We could have done with Amrabat here today. We could have done with Maguire being sold to West Ham. We could have been done with another goal-scoring striker that we actually haven't got. And we no wonder why we end up fucking up our own season. This is on Manchester United. I'm sorry, it is on Manchester United. I ain't got no sympathy for the club. And hello to MBB Football Association in the chat, by the way. I have got no sympathy for Manchester United here. You can script this as much as you want, United, but stop hiding behind the curtain and come out and fight. Because this Tottenham game, if we can win, great. That's 2 wins from 2. We may be top 4 already. Top of the league. You never know what can happen in the Prem. That is how wide open the division is. But if you think about it, that Tottenham team, the way they performed against Brentford, I was impressed with the team. I was impressed with those players. And if you think about the moment, if you look at that United team, it's picking itself again. But the problem is you go through that whole team and it's problem. Obviously, Onana's going to start because Tom Heaton is injury prone, wanted to leave the club, had offers from Luton and Everton, and Man United said no. Dean Henderson is our backup goalkeeper now because Man United don't want to sell him due to Tom Heaton's injury. Another player we could have got money for. And then you look at it from another point of view. You look at that back four. Wan-Bissaka and Dalot are both trash. They get so much praise of the right backs. They're crap, both of them. Not anywhere near good enough to play at right back for United. They're both awful. You've got our back four that looks quite stable, except for probably Luke Shaw, which people claim to be his Roberto Carlos. Luke Shaw has been dreadful ever since he picked that horrific leg break up. When we had Van Gaal in charge, and it was PSV away in the Champions League group stage. Luke Shaw has been trash since then. He's never been the same player. And you saw it on Monday. He was getting exposed by Wolves. Neto was having a thrill day against Luke Shaw. Was running circles around him. The only part of our defence that looks any crucial is probably Martinez and Varane. But if Martinez has done his tendon already, God fucking help us because Lindelof's going to play. And it's not like he was very confident on Monday when he came on to the pitch in the second half on the Old Trafford turf. Good fucking luck. Because Lindelof is as shit as Harry Maguire. And people want Lindelof kept at this club. It's unfucking believable. And then you look at the midfield. So that will probably be the back four and the goalkeeper sorted for Saturday. But as for the midfield, can Casemiro and Fernandes be trusted to perform after what we saw on Monday? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I do not know what has happened to the pair of them. But everything is pinpointing to that midfield getting overrun already. And I think that's the problem. They've added Mason Mount into the equation and we're playing 2-8s with Fernandes next to Mount. That ain't working. Eriksen last season next to Fernandes, it worked. But as soon as Mount comes in, the gaps between that midfield, and you've seen Nkuna and Nunes and Neto run right through the midfield three. Is that not a sign for concern that midfield's getting overrun? Mason Mount has come in and has caused that midfield to collapse already. I'm sorry, one game in, get rid of him. Get fucking rid of him. He ain't no good, I'm sorry. He ain't no good. And if people don't like the truth, then the truth hurts. At the end of the day, I want what is best for this football club, for the fans, for the supporters. I don't want to see ex-Chelsea rejects come into the club. Mason Mount will not come good for this club, and it will not work. I saw it after one game. I'm sorry. United need to look at themselves. United need to look at this from a bigger point of view. If you don't want to perform United, you don't have to. But the fans and supporters will not let you hide away from your shit, incompetent performances. So the midfielder's got issues. And then you look at that attack. What the fuck was going on Monday? What the hell was going on Monday? What was going on Monday is you had a selfish, inconsistent Alejandro Garnacho, who's meant to be the next big thing, by the way, and is meant to be a world-class talent with Ronaldo and Messi level. Selfish with the ball, takes on way too much, tries to take everyone on thinking he's a fucking magician, loses the ball, shoots way too much and his shots sky over the bar, and he thinks he's God's gift. I'm sorry, wake up, Garnacho, mate. I know you ain't got the number 7 shirt, and it hurts, but I can see why he didn't. Garnacho is not ready to start in this team. I'm sorry, he's not ready. He is nowhere near ready to start in this team. He's a better option off the bench. I'm sorry, that is what it is. Sancho is better off. No, Garnacho is better off coming off the bench as a second-half sub. That is what I think of Garnacho at the moment, because at the moment, the selfishness is unbelievable. And I'm seeing Ronaldo vibes all over this. I'm seeing Ronaldo vibes over Garnacho. I see it already. He thinks he's on Ronaldo's level. I mean, he's not. Garnacho's the next big talent. Yeah, he may be. He may be good enough as the next man, not as biggest talent. But at the moment, I didn't have any confidence from the lad against Wolves. I'm sorry, mate, but you were dreadful. And then, if you look at the rest of the attack, Marcus Rashford down the middle is a joke. Marcus Rashford is not a striker. Marcus Rashford is better off the left. And you're telling me, oh, we've got to deploy him down the middle. We ain't got no striker. Well, whose fault's that then? Whose fault is that? Oh, I know whose fault that is. That's that board and those owners again. There's no money for a second striker. You've got Anthony Martial back on the bench and he's finally fit and recovered from injury. I guarantee you, Martial picks up an injury, we're fucked. Because they let Elanga go, didn't replace him. They let Weghorst go back, didn't make his loan permanent, which was a good thing, didn't replace him. So Man United really, at the moment, are digging their own fucking grave. And you can keep digging and digging and digging that grave, United. But the bigger the grave gets, the bigger the hole you're making. It's like when you get one of those big, massive potholes on one of the roads in the UK, and the pothole is so fucking massive. When the car drives over that pothole, it fucks the suspension up on your left front or your right front wheel. That is how bad the potholes getting at United. They're digging their own fucking hole. I'm sorry, they are. They are making this club a joke. They are digging their own hole. And that's the problem. Marcus Rashford is a left winger. He's not a fucking striker. And they're deploying him off down the middle. Well, to blame for that again. The owners and the board for not delivering a second striker. Like we wanted Harry Kane and we wanted Osimhen. And United said, no, not spending that. No, not doing that. Well done for figuring out your own fuck up already. If we had a clinical striker, we would have buried Wolves. And we don't. Rashford shit. I'm sorry. Rashford has gone back to putting his head in all those free school meals for the kids at school, getting a book deal, getting some books out, getting free school meals. Mate, focus on your football, mate. Like, if that was me, I'd be like, I need to focus on my football. And that's what I would do. And then you look at that right wing. What the fuck's happened to Anthony? 85 million from Ajax was absolutely fucking dreadful on Monday. What the fuck has happened to Anthony? Meant to be the next big superstar in the team. Monday, I do not know what happened to him. But that is another sign of concern for me. Anthony on the right wing. Is it time for him to be benched? Seriously. Because on Monday, he offered nothing in that attack. He did absolutely fuck all. And I'm really disappointed. I was not convinced at all for many of the players. But United are not answering their problems. They're not sorting out their problems. You can put a plaster over the cracks, but that plaster will soon come unattached. If you don't want to get this season to be a successful one, United, don't bother competing. You're meant to be Manchester United, meant to be a fucking football club, and you're doing nothing. Like, seriously, like, come on. We're meant to be winning trophies. We're meant to be successful. And you're not. You're not. I'm sorry, you're not. It angers me we're like this. It angers me. It really, really does anger me. I'm disappointed the way we act. I'm gutted the way we perform sometimes. But I just don't trust this team at all to be able to get us over the line on Saturday. I don't. I'm sorry. I honestly think this is going to be a very, very convincing Tottenham win. Because Tottenham looked more dangerous on the attack, more fluid in their midfield. Yes, their defence is questionable, as well as their new goalkeeper, who I don't even know who the fuck he is. But if United cannot beat Tottenham, and they ain't got no Harry Kane, and they beat us, it shows where the signs were. Harry Kane was the problem at Tottenham. But Harry Kane left Tottenham because he knew they were shit now. He knew European football, that was the end of the line for him. He knew he had to get out. Harry Kane didn't want to go to Bayern Munich. He wanted to come to Manchester United. If Man United could have done that deal, where we would have been Monday would have been on probably cloud 9. We could have been on cloud 9. And that's what frustrates me. United are digging their own hole. They're making that hole bigger. They're papering over the cracks again. And we're suffering on the pitch after one game. I mean, come on. Like, please, United, you need to start listening because you're causing your own problems. You slam the fans and supporters for being moaning all the time, being hysterical, telling us we don't know anything. We watch this pile of shit every game, every single season, and nothing, and it's still all the same. All the same problems, all the same mistakes, all the same incompetence every transfer window you spend money in. I mean, we've not even got Rasmus Højlund available for Spurs. 2 games in a row, and they spent 73 million on him. Absolute joke. It's not Rasmus Højlund's fault. It's not his fault. I'm not blaming him. I am blaming this incompetent football club for the useless fucks we are. We are so fucking shit. We are unbearable at times. We are a laughing stock at times. We are a circus at times. But am I surprised by it? No. I'm not surprised by it. And I think if United lose this game, it might kick them in the ass to spend some money in the last week and 5 days of the transfer window. But you know what I think is going to happen? Nothing will happen this week. Nothing will happen next week. And the last 5 days, United will start panicking, thinking, oh, shit. That's the only way I'm looking at this now. Because I lost all confidence, all trust for Manchester United to deliver the answers the fans and supporters are looking for. You've used financial fair play all summer for another embarrassing transfer window. We've got a Premier League season we're unprepared for and we're not ready to compete in. You've let the manager hang out to dry. You've thrown him under the bus again. You have fed Ten Hag to the walls and you're making him suffer. And performances on the pitch are going to get worse. United know this game has to be a win against Spurs. United know if you can get 2 wins out of 2 away at Tottenham, we might be okay. But play the way you were against Wolves on Monday, God help us. Because it is not just going to be annihilation, it is going to be a drubbing. Because United were not convincing Monday. And if they perform like that again, God help when the reaction happens. Because I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to hide away from my dissatisfaction of the way Manchester United Football Club are as a whole. It's a joke, it's a circus, but we've got to look ahead for the game Saturday. I know United have got to win. I know we need the 3 points, and United better deliver. What do I think is going to happen against Tottenham? I'm going to go for 2-0 United. I do feel like we'll get the job done. We'll be lucky if we scrape a 1-0 win again. That ain't going to be enough. United need to bury Tottenham. So I'm going to go 2-0 United, and let's hope Man United can make it 2 wins from 2 at the start of this Premier League season, eh? And hopefully we'll be in the top 4 and closer to the top of the league. But the way everyone else is looking, United looks so weak. So I hope you enjoyed the preview. Hit the like button, the share button. Please keep subscribing to the channel and the community if you are new. Share the video, hit the tweet button, hit the retweet button, and remember to always remember to put that notification bell on at all times so you receive dedicated content right throughout the rest of this year in 2023 on United Red Devils 20 on YouTube for more Fortnite, Hogwarts Legacy, Kingdom Hearts 4, FIFA 23, EA Sports FC 24, Rocket League, F1 23, EA Sports FC 24, more previews, more reactions, more transfer news in and out of Man United Football Club in the last few weeks and days of this transfer window. Hopefully United win on Saturday evening. And then obviously, please join me for the reaction straight after the game between Tottenham and Man United on match day 2 of the 2023-2024 Premier League season. And hopefully it's going to be a win, and hopefully it's going to be a positive match reaction. But it wouldn't surprise me in earnest if United don't win. But let's see what happens. Enjoy for Tuesday afternoon. Stay safe. Wednesday afternoon. Stay safe. Be nice. Be kind. All legends. You're all legendary. Thanks for watching. Peace.